Welcome to part 1 of the Game Week 2 preview, and here are my 4 players to watch for this week. First up is ERIK LAMELA. The attacking midfielder was a popular choice for the first game week after scoring 2 goals in 3 games during pre-season. LaMela repaid those that took the early gamble on him, providing his team's only goal in the 1-1 draw with Everton. Although he didn't contribute much creatively, failing to register a single key pass, LaMela did take 3 attempts on goal, all from inside the area, and hit the target with 2 of them. Ahead of a home game against a Crystal Palace side that have won just 2 league games during 2016, LaMela looks like a great option to bring in with a budget-friendly price of just 7 million. The next player to watch is FERNANDO LLORENTE. Swansea's new signing enjoyed a relatively successful Premier League debut, despite failing to get his first goal for the club. He had more shots on target this weekend than any other player in the league. LLORENTE managed a total of 6 attempts, with 5 falling inside the area. Only West Brom's Salomon Rondon managed more touches inside the penalty area. So in terms of underlying stats, it was a very promising start from the Spaniard. Swansea take on Hull at home next. While the newly promoted side were able to get a surprise win over Leicester in Game Week 1, they still looked quite vulnerable defensively at times. In fact, Watford were the only team to concede more attempts on goal than Hull last game week. Next up is DIMITRI PAYET. West Ham rested their star man against Chelsea after his lack of pre-season following the Euros, but Payet was able to make a 24-minute cameo. In that short time, he lifted his team up and was key to them getting their goal, though the Hammers were unable to hold on to their draw in the end. Despite not being quite up to full fitness, Payet still managed 2 attempts on goal, one of which forced a save from the keeper, and he also created 1 chance. Up next for West Ham is a home game against Bournemouth, on the back of their 3-1 defeat to Man United. If Payet is ready to return to the starting lineup, this could be a good time to bring him in. And the final player to watch for this game week is Kyle Walker. The fullback played a key part in his team's goal against Everton, surging down the right to deliver a perfect cross for LaMela to guide into the net with his head. Walker created a total of 3 chances in the game, more than any other defender in Game Week 1, which suggests there's potential there for plenty more assists in the coming weeks. Spurs take on Crystal Palace at home next. They didn't threaten West Brom too much in Game Week 1, and have only won 2 league games throughout 2016, so a clean sheet for Walker could be on the cards. So let me know in the comments whether you agree or disagree with my picks. Keep your eyes peeled for part 2 of the Game Week 2 preview, which will take a look at how the FPLtips team performed in Game Week 1, and also a look ahead to any changes I'm planning to make for Game Week 2. And just before I sign off, I want to quickly mention that FPLtips will be teaming up with the Fantasy Football Pundits to bring you a new joint league on the Football Survivor game. If you're not familiar with the game, it's basically a last man standing style game where you select a team each week that you think will win their match. You lose lives when your selected team loses or draws, and you can only pick each team once. It's free to play, so definitely get involved, as there will be a prize for the winner, which will be a World Football shirt of your choice. The league will start in time for Game Week 3, and there's a link in the description below for anyone who would like to join in.